Imagine a world where every choice you make matters, where even a small mistake, a word you say, or a step you take can change everything, and someone unseen is always there, watching, guiding, and sometimes playing tricks. This is Eshu, the god of many faces. Some people call him a trickster, some even call him a devil, but really he is a teacher. He hides lessons in games, laughter, and surprises. He lives at crossroads, places where paths meet, and helps people learn courage, patience, and kindness. Today, we'll follow Eshu as he teaches humans through mischief, challenges, and clever tricks, showing that even small choices can create big stories. Welcome to Griot by KD, where the stories of our ancestors come alive. If this story sparks your imagination, press the subscribe button, like this video, and join me on the journey. I also want to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell me where you're watching from so this video can reach even more people. Let's explore our history together, one story at a time. Now, let's get back to the story. Before humans knew the word choice, before markets buzzed with voices and drums echoed through the air, there was Eshu. Some called him a devil, some a trickster. But to the Yoruba, he was more. A messenger between gods and humans, a teacher using confusion as a tool, and the guardian of Crossroads, where every decision could ripple through life. Eshu didn't stay in one place. He appeared wherever paths met, quiet forests where sunlight slipped between tall trees, and bustling markets, thick with roasted yam and palm oil, where traders bargained and laughter bounced from stall to stall. His presence was felt before it was seen. He wore red and black, fire and shadow in motion. Cowries and beads shimmered across his chest and waist. A staff carved with sacred symbols rested in his hand, and on his lips, a grin that hinted he already knew the ending of every story. His eyes glowed faintly red, not from evil, but awareness. He saw everything: a traveler pausing at a fork in the road, a merchant weighing greed against fairness, a young woman unsure if she should speak. Sometimes a gust of wind lifted a basket, a rooster crowed off-beat, or a leaf swirled unnaturally. These were his signs, small nudges teaching lessons no one asked for but everyone needed. Eshu didn't punish. He tested. Pride revealed itself to the boastful. Greed emptied the greedy. The lost were shown direction, though rarely the path they expected. His lessons weren't gentle, but they worked. Those who paid attention learned patience, humility, and understanding. Those who ignored them discovered consequences the hard way. Eshu moved through the realms of the Orisha. Sent by Olodumare, the supreme god, he carried messages across worlds, warnings, gifts, and secrets that could not be delayed or misunderstood. Every word mattered. A single mistake could ripple through the heavens, through the earth, and back again. Eshu was unlike the other Orisha. Ogun, god of iron and war, shaped the world with strength, carving paths through stone and fire. Obatala, calm and patient, breathed life into creation with measured care. But Eshu, he thrived in the spaces in between. Quick, clever, unpredictable, he tested limits, not for mischief alone, but to discover how balance and unpredictability could coexist. Sometimes he streaked across clouds in red, other times spun as black dust through sacred forests. He studied everything: a falling leaf, a startled bird, a gust of wind. Every motion held a lesson, every moment a chance to understand the threads that connected the worlds. It was training for the day humans would step onto paths he would guard. Even the other Orisha shook their heads at his antics, yet all knew one truth: the world needed him. Without Eshu, life would be rigid, lifeless, predictable. He brought spark, movement, and insight. Outsiders would later call him a devil, but those who saw him truly understood he was life, not evil, motion, not chaos without reason. In moments between his duties, Eshu imagined the humans who would one day meet him. He saw their hesitations, their laughter, their stumbles, and small triumphs. The crossroads will be alive, he thought. But first, I must learn how to guide, how to challenge, how to balance mischief with wisdom. He trained in forests, over rivers, and under skies streaked with red and black. He didn't push or lecture. He nudged, teased, sometimes startled. One morning, a young trader rushed through the market, greed twisting his focus. A pebble rolled under his foot. He stumbled, cola nuts scattered everywhere. A child helped him gather them, smiling, and something shifted in the trader's chest. For the first time, he saw that generosity mattered more than gain. Nearby, a woman paused at a fork in the road. One path stretched smooth and predictable, the other twisted and rocky. She hesitated. A leaf swirled unnaturally before her, nudging her toward the rough path. There she found a lost, trembling child. She knelt, comforted him, and in that moment courage, patience, and empathy became her own. Even the smallest sounds mattered to Eshu. A crow's call, leaves rustling, beads jingling softly. He used it all. Travelers might never see him, but they felt his presence. A spark of mischief, a whisper of wisdom, a gentle push to notice the world around them. Sometimes he tested the boastful or greedy. A man sprinting to grab the best yam might find his path blocked by a stray goat. He cursed, laughed, and noticed a child sharing her meal with a neighbor. Lessons arrived disguised as inconvenience, humor, or surprise, teaching humans to slow down and observe. At dusk, when golden light spilled across paths and shadows stretched long, Eshu didn't rest. He danced between trees and rooftops, a flash of red and black, unseen but everywhere. A child spilled water, a villager paused to help. He observed quietly, learning what humans understood, what they struggled with, and what small guidance could turn a stumble into a lesson. By the time humans fully grasped the crossroads, they had already learned patience, courage, humility, and curiosity. Not all lessons are gentle. Some demand courage, cunning, and patience. Eshu's greatest tests didn't punish. They revealed what humans were truly capable of, shaping their paths without forcing their steps. At the edge of a forest, a young hunter tracked a deer. Two paths lay ahead, one smooth and familiar, the other tangled with thorns and hidden roots. A sudden breeze carried the smell of roasted yam. At the corner of his vision, red and black flickers danced, and a soft, teasing laugh rustled through the leaves. He paused, heart quickened, then trusted his instincts and took the thorny path. Branches scraped his arms, a rushing stream demanded careful thought, and every obstacle forced him to find patience and resourcefulness he didn't know he had. With each step, courage grew quietly inside him. When he finally emerged, the deer stood calm, as if waiting. The hunt succeeded, but the real prize was the wisdom he gained along the way. Eshu had guided the journey, shaping it rather than controlling it. In another story, two villagers argued over a strip of farmland. Eshu appeared as a wandering storyteller, a mischievous child, or a sly merchant. He whispered riddles, tripped carts, and let a goat wander into the dispute. Small, unexpected events forced reflection, showing the folly of pride and the quiet power of compromise. Even among the Orisha, Eshu's cleverness was unmatched. A flick of his staff could reveal hidden truths, create subtle twists, or test the wisest gods. Balance could be restored with a single act, a gentle nudge, or a perfectly timed disruption. Every Orisha has power, but without him, nothing truly moves. Offerings might sit on an altar, prayers could rise from lips, but they don't reach the heavens until Eshu carries them. He is the bridge, the courier, the interpreter of divine will. Nothing slips past him. Every word, every intention, every thought is noticed and delivered with care. Imagine twilight over ancient Ile-Ife. Smoke curls lazily from sacred fires. Drums beat softly in the distance. A priest kneels at a shrine, whispering to Ogun. But the first offering always goes to Eshu, a kola nut, a trickle of palm oil placed gently at his feet. Only then can the message climb skyward, riding the invisible winds he commands. Eshu does not rush. He twists, tests, and ensures every message lands in the right place. A prayer for protection, a plea for wisdom, a quiet word of thanks. He carries it all. If humans forget, he waits. In one village, a festival began without his acknowledgement. Drums fell out of rhythm, meals burned, dancers faltered. Confusion spread until a wise woman honored him, and suddenly the rhythm returned, flowing as if it had never stopped. He guided Orunmila, carrying the divination chain and showing humans how to read signs. He worked alongside Ogun, smoothing misunderstandings, clearing paths where iron and fire carved new roads. Every interaction mattered, every word counted. At the heart of Yoruba ritual, one phrase echoes. Eshu Lona. Eshu owns the road. It is a warning, a reminder, and a praise. The robe belongs to him, and with it, every choice that follows. When the drums of Oyo and Ife fell silent during the transatlantic slave trade of the 16th to 19th centuries, Eshu did not vanish. He moved, not only in spirit, but in subtle ways that humans could still feel. Across the Atlantic, in the dark holes of slave ships, his name passed between whispered breaths. The Yoruba people carried him in memory, in chants, in rhythm. Even in far lands, his spirit guided them, unseen but alive. In Cuba, he became Elegba. In Brazil, Exu. In Haiti, Papa Legba. Different names, different tongues, but the same energy. Always at crossroads, opening doors, delivering messages, teaching balance. Today, he walks through streets, markets, and cities. A busker's drum echoes his rhythm, a street artist's red and black mural sparks curiosity. A whispered prayer in a small apartment finds its way to the sky. Eshu teaches still. Choices matter, messages travel, and even in chaos, guidance waits. Across continents and centuries, the lesson remains. Misunderstanding is part of the human journey, but so is insight, laughter, and the careful nudges of the unseen messenger. Eshu is alive, present, guiding the crossroads of the modern world just as he always has. Wow, what a story. If you loved it, subscribe first to join the Griot family and never miss a story. Then like this video, drop a comment to tell me what you learned and share it so more people can explore these amazing tales. Don't stop here. Click the videos on screen now to dive deeper into our history, culture, and the stories of our ancestors. Let's explore together, one story at a time.